Next question. Addiction and relationships. That's not really a question, but that is something that comes quite often is what is the correlation? How does one impact the other with addiction and relationships? Well, here's the interesting thing is when we meet somebody, we tend to, and I say this loosely, but it's like we're on drugs. There's nothing the other person can do that is off-putting. We think even stuff that pisses us off further in relationships is cute in the beginning. And so anytime I'm new to a relationship, there's going to be this heightened level of we'll call it the healthy drug, where we're smitten, we love different things. That's without addiction. Now when you add addiction, you are not able to get to know even that I'll call it that fake version. So it's like it's a masked fake version. When we're all first dating, we put on our we call it our fake, our masks, because we really want the person to like us, to not judge us, to not reject us. So some of the work that we do in treatment is to learn to actually love ourselves, to find out who we are, what parts we love, honor, and appreciate, what parts we don't find as attractive, and actually do work on those parts. So when we re-engage in relationships, we can be our true, authentic self. I don't have to fake and be sedated and put on masks. I am able to find out here is what I desire in a relationship. What is that you desire? And then we have this healthy conversation wrapped around this. So now when you add addiction on top of it, it's like all bets are off. There's ups, there's downs, there's left, there's rights. So a lot of the time, well, not a lot of the time, we strongly encourage every single person. We don't force anybody to do anything. This is free will life, but we strongly encourage, look, while you are in treatment, I tell people for the next year, work on you. Unless you're married, work on yourself, become the best, most healthy version of yourself before you start to look to get into different relationships. The reason we say that is because if I am drinking or using as a way to sedate and I no longer do that, I now find different ways. Oh, this person said one thing, made me feel good, and this becomes the new drug of choice. So, addiction and relationships really go hand in hand. I should say addiction and unhealthy relationships. But here's the cool thing is once you start working on the addiction, you start doing the daily work and become healthier, you get to learn who you are, what you like, what you don't like, all these different things. And now you get to introduce that person to all your loved ones, to your significant other, your family, your friends. And some are going to absolutely love that person. And some are going to be a little pissed off that you changed. So, this is why we want to be very clear and to do the work up front. So, when I am at this healthy place, I am very secure in who I am and what I'm looking for. Because if I go back to old relationships as this new version, it is very easy to go back into these old patterns. So that is the first part for addiction relationships. Next one is, and we get asked this every once in a while. It doesn't come up too often, but is there a cure for addiction? Are you ready for this? This might offend some people. Absolutely. Just like there's a cure for starvation. What is the cure for starvation? You learn how to eat healthy food every single day. And as long as you continue to learn how to either grow your own food or go out and hunt your own food, you will never starve. So, one of the biggest things in treatment isn't to just give, this is going to sound super cliche, but not just to give a person a fish, but to teach them how to fish. So, this is how we cure addiction is as long as I continue to fish for my own soul. I mean, we'll make it really, really spiritual with fishing of men and women. As long as I know how to fish for my soul, I can do the daily work. So I no longer have to numb out or sedate or look for other ways to escape this life or to change my emotional state because I'm learning how to do that from within in a much healthier way. So it's kind of a loaded question, kind of loaded answer. But is there a cure for addiction? Yes, doing the daily work every single day without fail, being consistent. Here's one of the things we typically see. Person starts doing the work, they get the results, they love the results, they stop doing the work, and then they revert and wonder why. It's inconsistency. It's starting and stopping that causes so much pain for the individuals when it comes to addiction. On the flip side of this, it's a beautiful thing when I stay consistent to the commitment and no longer to look at it as a convenience. What I mean by this is, oh, I feel good. It's convenient. I do the work. I keep getting the results. Well, when I make a commitment, the commitment isn't for me to do the actual work when it's convenient. The commitment is so when it's no longer convenient, I still do the work because I committed to the result. So what it means is when I wake up and I don't feel like doing the daily work, I say, Well, I guess I'm going to do it even though I don't feel like it today. So I'm going to do it and not feel like it. As opposed to other days, I'm going to do it because I feel like it and this is wonderful. There's going to be ups and downs in life. That's a beautiful thing about this journey and why we promote doing first fruits, the five to thrive every single day is because this helps get a person in alignment with what it is that they desire of doing the work every single day. And here's the crazy thing is a lot of times people say, I didn't feel like doing the first fruits today, but I did my five to thrive. And I'm so glad I did because now, and then the day just starts going great. Even when crazy stuff happens, a lot of times we hear this, and I'm this way too. Is man, had I not done my five to thrive, I don't know if I could have taken this project on or gotten this terrible piece of information. So by doing the work, staying committed, you can, in essence, for lack of a better term, continually cure every single day whatever it is that ails you, whether it's drinking, smoking, sex, gambling. You are able to learn how to become healthy, how to think healthy, feel healthy, be healthy.